Today's topic is examining the influence of brand ambassadors on purchase intentions among young consumers. The authors are Ngoc-Hong Duong and Ngoc-Hong Duong, who are from School of International Business and Marketing, University of Economics, Ho Chi Minh City. The abstract AD study investigates how brand ambassador attributes influence the purchase intention of young consumers in Vietnam using 342 valid response analyzed through descriptive statistics from the ANSWER EF8 and multiple line of regression. The study identified 4 factors that significantly affect purchase intention. The first one is suitability. The second one is expert type. The third one is attitudes, and the last one is attractiveness. The findings provide managerial implications for selecting and leveraging brand ambassadors to improve marketing performance in an emerging market context. The introduction why brand ambassador matters. Firms can no longer rely solely on product quality, price, or packaging to attract consumers. Brand ambassadors have become a strategic tool to strengthen communication, effectiveness, and shape consumer response, helping brands personify, identify, create emotional connection, and enhance visibility in crowded markets. In the digital era, young consumers are especially respond to endorsement activities, spending considerable time engaging with celebrities and influencers online. Vietnam alone have more than 76 million social media users aged 18 plus in early 2025, underscoring the central role of online platform in shaping consumer behavior. Research gap and objective. So the gap as existing study broadly examines celebrity endorsement or influencer marketing, but fewer isolate key ambassador related dimension, and their examines reflects in emerging market setting like Vietnam. The research question is which brand ambassador factors significantly influence young consumers' purchase intention? With factors is that the strongest effect and what managerial implication can business derive to improve endorsement effectiveness. What is brand ambassadors? A brand ambassador is an individual selected by company to represent its brand and communicate its value, image, and identify to the public. They may include singers, actors, athletes, models, or other public figures chosen for their compatibility with the brand value, style, and target audience. Beyond simple representation, ambassadors contribute to the overall communication process through advertising campaigns, public events, social media, and PR efforts. Their effectiveness depends on ability to reflect the brand consistently and credibility. Purchase intention, theoretical foundation, theories of brand behaviors. Purchase intention is the most immediate antecedent of actual behaviors, shaped by 3 determinants: attitude toward the behaviors, subjective norms, versus behavior control, consumer behavior perspective. Purchase intention predict future buying behavior by reflecting the likelihood that consumer will translate preference, evaluation, and motivation into an actual purchase decision. How brand ambassadors affect purchasing behavior, trust, and credibility. When consumers believe the ambassadors is credible and sincere, they develop favorable attitude toward the brands, increasing purchase intention. Aspirational values. Ambassadors stimulate desire by sharing lifestyle and experience on digital platforms. Credible content increase brand awareness and encourage purchase intention. Fit and perception. A meta-analysis confirmed endorse positively affect consumer attitudes and attention, especially when they endorse characteristics fit the brand. Advantage and disadvantage of brand ambassadors. Advantage: enhance brand visibility and consumer attention, increase trust and improve attitude toward endorsed product, expand market reach and strengthen engagement with new segments, improve willingness to pay a premium price, strong ambassador brand fit matches to more persuasive. Disadvantage: high cost of celebrity endorsement, contracts, and campaigns, reputational risk if ambassador is involved in controversies or scandal, over-reliance may weaken brand autonomy if consumers focus more on the ambassador than the brand. The theories of region action, developed by Fitzban and agents, TRA proposed that behavioral intention, shaped by attitude toward the behaviors and subjective norms, is the primary predictor of actual behavior. Consumers from buying intention based on their evaluation of a product and the opinions of people who matter to them. TRA is especially relevant for purchase intention, study where both personal perception and social influence affect decision making. It remains a useful framework when the target behaviors is under volitional control and intention serve as the most immediate predictor of action. For key ambassador attributes, endorsement effectiveness depends on a combination of personal and professional attributes, but not fame alone. This study examined four dimensions that capture both strategic fit and personal quality influential to young consumers. Suitability, expertise, attitude, and attractiveness. Suitability and purchase intention. Suitability refers to the degree of congruence between brand ambassadors and the brand, including fit between ambassador public image, personality, value, lifestyle, and the brand's overall positioning. When consumers perceive a strong match, they view the endorsement as authentic and convincing. For young consumers who are highly attentive to image consistency and symbolism, a natural ally ambassador generates positive impression and purchase increase. Attitude and attributes, expertise attitudes. Expertise refer to the ambassador perceived knowledge, experience, and competence to recommend a product. Consumer trust promotional messages from credible sources, especially for products requiring trust or lifestyle relevance. Expertise transforms the ambassador from a promotional figure into a credible information source, strengthening purchase intention. And actually attitude. Attitude reflects the ambassador positive manners, communication style, and interpersonal impression, including friendliness, professionalism, and sincerity. Young consumers pay close attention to personality and emotional tone. Favorable ambassador attitude transfer positive feeling to the brand, enhancing preference and purchase intention. And the last one, hypothesis 4, attractiveness encompass physical appearance, charisma, style, and compelling personal present. In highly visual marketing environment, attractive ambassador creates strong first impression and increase the persuasive appeal of advertising messages. Young consumers highly exposed to image-based content on social media associate the positive quality of an attractive ambassador with the brand itself, making the endorsed product appear more desirable and fashionable. So here are the research models of this study. The methodology, sampling and data collection, sample design, target population, young consumer in Vietnam with prior exposure to brand ambassador campaigns. Technique is non-probative, convenient sampling via online channels like social media, university network, digital communities. Design cross-sectional single point in time and valid response is 342. Descriptive statistics sample profile. So here are like the gender, the age, most are like female, education, some more are university student, exposure to brand ambassadors, so they are frequently noticed and influence on purchase intention, which is quite So here are like the figures of sample demographic at a glance and the reliability analysis run by AMFARS. So all five constructs exceeded the accepted threshold of 0.7, confirming satisfactory internal consistency and suitable for further analysis. On items retained for subsequent exploratory factor analysis and multiple regression analysis and keep finding the suitable leads. So suitable is the first driver of the chain intention. So with the highest standardized betas, suitability, the congruence between the ambassador and the brand plays the most important roles in shaping young consumer intention to purchase. When consumers perceive a natural and credible match, they respond more positively to the endorsement message. So here are like the hypothesis result summary, and all of the hypotheses are supported. Conclusion: this study confirmed that all four brand ambassador attributes, suitability, expertise, attitude, and attractiveness, positively and significantly affect purchase intentions among young consumers in Vietnam. So for the managerial implication, so suitability is the most influential matters. A well-matched ambassador enhances message authenticity and increase consumer confidence in their indoor brands. Evaluate expertise credibility, especially critical for products require trust, product knowledge, or lifestyle alignment. Credible ambassadors are more precious and build stronger consumer trust. And balance attractiveness with relevant. Attractiveness capture attention but should not be the sole selection criterion. Firms should balance visual appeal with trustworthiness and positive public perception. So for the theoretical contribution is to provide empirical evidence for an emerging market context, isolating specific ambassador attributes and demonstrating their relative importance, enrich endorsement literature by showing effectiveness is determined by perceived fit, appetite, and favorable attitude, not just visibility. Limitation in future research, convenient sampling limit, general ability, focus on young consumer only, cross-sectional design limit, temporal analysis. Future studies should apply probability sampling, include diverse age group, use longitude design, and examine mediators, moderators, such as trust, brand image, social media engagement, or product. So this is like the key takeaway for my project, and this is some of like the selected reference.